My first video part. So technically first, I had like, 2 or 3 homie video parts. I think when I was like 15, we filmed the first video and it was called This Year. And Cookie actually had a part too. So those are good times, man. The homie videos are always the best because there's never any pressure, like any stress. If anything, there's just like friendly competition between your friends, like, oh, who's gonna get the last part? Like, oh. And then when I moved to California, I started filming for what I consider probably my first real part, Silent Skateboards video. And it was just a sick-ass crew. It was my first sponsor. The company ended up, for one reason or another, just like, going under. And we had all this footage, and Warco was like, yeah, we'll take your footage and you can ride for us and we'll put out your part. I think it was 2011 or 2012, because I was like 21 or 22 at the time. I think that was my first real part, was my Welcome to Warco part. So filming for the Welcome to Warco part was pretty spread out. I think I filmed for it for, like, the oldest clip in it was like 5 years old at the time. And it's crazy watching it because there's some stuff in there that I still never do today. I look at it and I'm like, oh, that was when I lived in Echo Park at the Silent House with everybody, or oh, that was when we lived in La Crescenta. Or it's just crazy to watch it and you can see like from my clothes I'm wearing, or like, the tricks I'm doing. So when it got down to editing it and we looked at all the footage, I was super psyched on everything, but I knew that there was like a few things that I really wanted. We had gone to Franklin a couple times to try to do that frontside flip and it just never worked out. When we went back to skate Franklin, they had put brick run-up. They had knocked out all the run-up and put in brick run-up. And I was so bummed out. I don't know, I just ended up trying it and it worked out. I got super lucky. Two days later, we went to that gap, that big gap that Jeff Lenosi switch-ollied. I fakie flipped it, got super lucky, did that like really quick somehow. And that was like the day after, or 2 days after we skated Franklin. The next day we were just driving around and we drove by Burbank and I was like, well, let's just check it out. Like, I'm not gonna skate it, obviously, there's no promises. That ended up working out too. It was the craziest week of my life. Landing tricks, had my special meter up.